worship is nevertheless worship. You know, if you're winning the Super Bowl, it's easy to say, all right. But if you are the dead last team in the NFL, it's like, not all right. It's like, oh, man. How many times do we worship based on our circumstances? Well, I've had a bad day, had a bad week, I don't feel like it. We come in and our weeks are filled with our emotions. We're emotion-driven, flesh-driven. Look, everybody, Pastor Mark, every pastor, everybody has to deal with ruling over your flesh and your day, your circumstances. That's why he says, pray without ceasing. I don't know if you realize it, but I'm just trying to whip the devil for all of us right here. Come on now. It's about learning that with every blow he gives, that you give a Jesus blow. And I'm going to pray without ceasing. I'm going to nevertheless praise. Yeah, I see your punch. I'm going to double punch and knock you out today because I'm not letting you knock me down. Yeah, we may be knocked down, but we're never knocked out. So nevertheless, come on, somebody hear what the Lord said to you today. Nevertheless, if the fig tree doesn't blossom, if there's no fruit on the vines, if the olive harvest fails, if there's no food in the fields, if the flock is cut off from the fold, if there's no cattle in the stalls, nevertheless, I will exalt the Lord and I will have joy in the God of my salvation. See, what makes us powerful, beloved, is that all these things are in Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus. All of those things on the screen, all those things that he just said, every single one of them were a promise of the covenant of God for them. I don't know. I wish somebody just get this in your spirit today. Because Habakkuk was not seeing what he wanted to see. He was having struggles with his faith. But in all this, God assured him that he can rely on his providence. He assured him that if he would pray, that guess what? God would answer him. That the vision's for an appointed time. You just have to persevere, bud. You're going to have to persevere, but I am going to restore. So what's his response? I'm going to pray, but then I'm going to praise. And here is the moment, beloved, that even when you pray for your prodigals to be saved and they're still not saved, nevertheless, I'm going to rejoice in the Lord and exalt the God of my salvation. You're praying for a healing, but the doctor's report hasn't changed. Nevertheless, I'm believing God that by his stripes I am healed, and I'm praising God in advance. You have a financial situation and it's not going well. You say, nevertheless, I believe that my God shall supply all my need according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. So nevertheless, even though God's promised it to me, I don't have it yet, but nevertheless, I said nevertheless, I'm going to praise his name. Nevertheless is how you get the provision of God.